Well, I left the pole in the water just in case, and we're back. We're looking at an MRE here. Most of it, I ate some of it already on another camp out, but this is apple pieces in spiced sauce, which sounds pretty good actually. That's dessert. And then we have tortillas. And why do we have tortillas? Well, that's because we have this. Southwest beef and black beans. There's our main entree. We're going to heat it. Many of you have probably already seen MREs and how they work, but we're going to heat it with this. And this is just mocha cappuccino instant powder. Just add hot water, I guess. Anyway, let's get the main entree going. And what we're going to do is fill the water to between these two lines. Fold this, put the main entree inside the bag. Fold this over, tuck it inside this sleeve, and leave it on this rock at an angle to cook for however long, several minutes. Once I pour water between these lines, it heats this, it activates this heating element. Oop, a little too much. Don't want the thing to explode on me. There we go. That's about right. Slide that down in. There we go. Pull it over. Make a little taco out of that. It's already getting warm. So what we do is we put it in an angle like that and just let it cook. Can you hear it? So while we're waiting for the MRE to cook, I started walking along this path. There's one little family across the way camping, and then there's me, and no one else is on this lake. So I have the luxury of camping here, but fishing all the way over here without interfering with anyone. He was fly fishing. I didn't see him catching anything either. And while I was down here, I noticed how much deeper the water is. So, the deeper the better. So they say. I put my pole in the water. Get your mind out of the gutter. I know it's my fault, I led you there. I'll show you this spot. Nothing's taken my line yet, but they're starting to really jump. Not a lot, but more than they were. So I'm right here. I don't know if you can tell on the camera how deep that gets. Very quickly it gets very deep. It just disappears about right there. You can't see, there's too much reflection, but let's get the water off the lens, shall we? That's really bad. Sorry about that. I'm really enjoying this solitude and peace here. I need it. There's a lot going on in my life right now. Very difficult things. Big decisions have been made. Things are changing. I might as well come out with it now. I'm getting a divorce. It's been a long time coming. I've been married 10 years almost. And we just are two very different people. And we've tried for 4 years marriage counseling. 4 out of 10. Almost 50% of our marriage. Well, 40% then. But it just hasn't been successful, and we continue to just tear each other apart. So we're setting a bad example for the kids about what a healthy, normal relationship should be. We came to a very mutual, very agreeable decision that it was time. The kids do not know yet. My wife has a home that she's moving into this coming week. I think my bug spray is wearing off. There are very mixed feelings with all of this. We're still friends. We are sharing custody. We've worked out a great plan. She's not being vindictive or mean, and neither am I. And the only reason I'm explaining all this is word has gotten out anyway. And some people that I know personally that are close to my wife, and some that are close to me, mostly the ones close to her, are wanting details and information and why did it happen. And there are a lot of reasons. It takes 10 years of trying and failing to reach a point like this. There are a lot of reasons this happens. I'm not going into those details. Right now, I'm going to fish. I'm going to eat an MRE. I'm going to light a fire. And I'm going to listen to this silence. And you know what I just realized? I can hear a river or a creek over there. That means I don't have to fill my platypus with lake water. There went one. They're in here. The water is deep. Anyway, my friends, I needed to get away this weekend. I've been surrounded by so much divorce stuff that I just needed to be me in my element, away from it for just a night. So that's why we're up here today. If I could catch one fish, I'd be happy. I'm happy anyway. I really am. Okay. Let's open the tortillas. Ooh, chipotle tortillas. Look at that. They weren't kidding. We'll put that in the fire. Ooh, yeah, how many we got here? 2, looks like. Alright. Let's do this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's nice and hot. Yep. Heated through. We're going to put a little more water in this for the cappuccino. It says 6 ounces, but who the heck knows? We'll just set that down and let it heat up. And open our main entree here with this little pull tab. Here's what we're looking at.
Yum, 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 yum. Delicioso.
That's what Dora the Exploder says. Look at that. Tasty. These are delicious. Meat is very chunky, does not taste like it's been in a container forever. And it's like really meaty chili. It's delicious. It's amazing. Eating good tonight, even if I don't catch a fish. Tortillas chipotle were fantastic. The Southwest beef and black beans. Really good. Much better than the chili that I ate that was an MRE. I didn't like that at all. Let's check out these apple pieces and spiced sauce. There you go. About what I thought it would look like. Kind of like apple pie filling, really. So far, so good. Down the hatch. Cheers. And what I should have done is heated this in that heating element. Maybe you're supposed to. It doesn't say. But that would have been like warm apple pie. That is so good. Oh yeah.
Just like Mama used to make.
Okay, for the cappuccino, we tear it at the notches up here. Okay. And then it's a Ziploc inside. And down in there we have the powder. We take our... That water is like room temperature. This is not going to be room. The heating element's time has expired. Let's go ahead and pour this in. Then we seal this up.
And shake the bejesus out of it. Get out of there, bejesus.
Okay. Smells good. I'm gonna dump this all over myself. I just know it. Should have come with a straw. Hear that, military? Straw. It's really good.
Die.
Mosquito. Not very much in there though. 6 ounces. Oh well. So all my garbage goes back in the same Ziploc. Just like that. Gonna keep the bottle because these are reusable, of course. And I'll just seal this up. It'll go in my food bag tonight when I hang it from a tree 100 yards from here, because we are in bear country. So, oops, I missed a piece. We always make sure to clean up our garbage. Hey kids, if you're playing the home game, you don't even know what that means if you're a certain age, do you? I just dated myself.
Haha, just like now, I'm just dating myself. Get it?
Okay. That was delicious. That was an excellent dinner. I forgot to mention I did bring the trail camera. I will be turning it on at bedtime. And it's aimed this way. So any critters that might wander through. I think I might have been covering the mic. Any critters that wander through will be captured. Camera. Here comes some loud hikers. So loud that from the other side of the lake I heard them talking about their first times. No one wants to know about my first time. It was pretty pathetic. No, I'm not sharing that story. It's getting dark. Or it's getting there. It's getting dusk. I've just been sitting there playing my guitar. Dinking around. I want to start a fire. I need to go check on the fishing pole first. So let's go do that. Looks like the line's still where it was. Oh. A couple of birds. Just robins, I think. Let's reel it in and see what happens. It looks pretty loose. I don't think I caught anything. I didn't. Frustrating. We will try again in the morning, and maybe we'll have fish for breakfast. I had the same luck at Wall Lake, which is another lake you have to hike into. For some reason, these fish in these higher lakes, the more difficult to get to, they're not crazy about how I fish. Okay, as you can't see, I should say, night has fallen. I'm not ready for bed yet. This probably looks creepy. I'm in my beanie and my down jacket. I'm quite comfortable. And I'm thinking like a fish. I'm thinking that maybe the best thing for me to do is to try to fish at night when it's dark. There are no bugs jumping on the water, nothing for them to eat. So why not try, you know? So I'm going to walk back over to where I was and fish from there just for a little while, see what happens. Nothing happens. I don't know. Been awake a ridiculous amount of time. I could always go to bed. Judging by the sky, I'd say it's pushing 10 o'clock by now. It's pretty dark. Looks about like 10 o'clock at home anyway. Anyway, I'm going to just fish for a while. I'll come back, check in when it's time to call it a night. Decided not to do a fire. I'm not really that cold. I don't have anything to cook over it. Like I said, sometimes when I go backpacking, I don't do a fire. So it is comforting and psychologically soothing, but I like the solitude right now. I'm enjoying it. So I'll check back in a little bit.